Katty, Konnie, and Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Good afternoon. It's so much fun coming in here and getting together with you guys in the afternoon. How fun. I love sharing my afternoons with you around this time. I hope this time works out really good for everyone because this looks like about the time that would be good for me. So if you guys can't get together around this time, please tell me and we can change the time. I just wanted this time is really good for me. So if you have a different time that works better for you, put it in the comments and we'll be happy to I'll be happy to change it. Just don't make it too early because I am not an early bird. I do a lot of my research at night, and yeah. So I'm usually up pretty late at night. So the show today I'm gonna have is gonna be on the Maddie Soto case. All right, and I wanted to catch everyone up to speed on what the whole Maddie Soto case is about, so we have no problems, right? I don't want anyone to have any questions on who Maddie Soto is, what's going on with the case. Let me tell you a little bit about the case, get you up to speed on the case, and then we'll go from there. We know that the jurors will be selected on July 22nd, and the court hearing will start on July 25th. I was going to cover a little bit on, my wonderful Mr. Jeffrey. I know that is just blowing the doors off of YouTube right now with what they came out with, our government saying there's no files and no list. We're going to do that tomorrow. I have a lot of things I want to show you about that also, but right now we're going to do the Madeline Soto part first. Let's get up to speed on it first. And then tomorrow at the same time, we will discuss the disgusting Epstein and what I feel, in my own opinion, what's really going on there. And it's all my opinion, right? It's all my opinion. So, Madeline Soto. Let me go into this case for you. Before I go into this case too much here, I want to ask a question out there. And I want to see what everyone else's opinion is before I show you all this stuff and tell you all this stuff about Soto's case. Hello, Woofy. So let me ask you a question real quick. When you as a mother have a child and you bring this child into this world, are you not supposed to be the protector of this child? Are you not supposed to keep your head on a swivel and make sure this child is protected and safe? You brought this human into this world. This is your duty, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. You brought this human into this world, and it is up to you as a parent and as a mother to protect this child. Anyone else think that it's a little bit different than that? You think that You think that we have a child and we let everyone else take care of our children for us? You know, to quote Hillary Clinton's silly comment, it takes a village. No, it takes a good mom to watch out and make sure your children are safe. You've been around this old turntable for so many years before you have a child, and it's up to you to protect them. And that's my own personal opinion. All right. So without further ado, I will get into this Maddie Soto case. All right. The case is that Stephan Sterns, which was Jenn Soto's boyfriend, who lived with them for a few years, has essayed and is now up for the trial of Maddie Soto's demise, right? So my first question in all this, okay, well, first let me say this. When they picked him up, they picked him up with, dig this, they picked up Stephan Sterns with many tapes going from the year of 2019 to the year of 2023 of child pornography. He had all of these tapes. Now, as a mother, right, going back to what I said earlier, as a mother, wouldn't you think that if you wouldn't want your child around somebody who has all of this child pornography, right? Right? Because you're like, wait a minute, this seems to be your, this seems to be what you're attracted to or what you want, and I'm not going to put my child anywhere around you. So here, let me see. I wanted to see real quick before I got. Prosecutors are considering the same charges: sexual battery, possession of child sexual abuse materials are aggravated factors. Florida law allows current conviction to count as a prior. So, according to the court documents, the sexual abuse allegations in the large collection of child pornography material dated back to June 2019 through February 2024, but these are new charges and not prior convictions. Okay, so this man had a large collection of child pornography from the year of 2019 to February 2024. Put your mind around that. And this is a mother of and this isn't a young mother. Let's get this straight. Madeline was 13 years old. Unless this lady had her child at 13, which I don't think, I didn't look at her age. I'm sorry. I'll have that more in the future. But Jenn had been around a little bit, don't you think? Don't you think Jenn knew a little bit more than she's allegedly saying what she knows? Okay, well, let me continue from here. So, does Stephan Sterns have any other convictions? This was my question before we go any further. Did Stephan Sterns have any priors? Was he supposed to be on the child predator list? Was he supposed to have a sign in front of his house? And the answer was no. There's no public record showing that Stephan Sterns had any prior convictions before the charge in Madeline Soto's case. Here's what we know. And then I went into, according to court documents, the sexual abuse allegations, and the large collection of child pornography material dated back from June 2019 through February 2024. But these are new charges and not prior convictions. All right. Some online documents suggest Stern may have some unverified history of violence or past encounters, juvenile incidents, and traffic tickets, but none are confirmed criminal convictions in official records. So, in summary, there is no known criminal conviction prior to the current case. All right. So we know, right? We know that you can download this stuff in the privacy of your own home, and unless there's any kind of person watching what you're doing or whatever, you could have this for a long period of time. These are predators, guys. Okay? Why Jenn didn't notice this, if he's got this large collection, I mean, you spent a lot of years with this man. He lived in your home. I'm sure you can see whether he has this kind of stuff, right? Right? All right. It's disturbing. So, let's talk about Madeline Soto's mother. Jennifer Soto, Madeline's mother, reported Madeline missing on the evening of February 26, 2024, after Madeline never arrived at school. Jenn couldn't locate her. Okay, we're going to put a hole in Jenn's story here just a second. That morning, Jenn was at a medical appointment and believed Madeline had been dropped off at school by her boyfriend, Stephan Sterns. In interviews with the detectives that night, she said she last saw Madeline the night before when she and Sterns all went to sleep. She admitted it was normal for Sterns and Madeline to have shared a room on occasion. All right. It's normal. It's normal. This is not Madeline's dad. It's normal for Madeline and Stephan to share a room together. Is it normal? It's not normal in my eyes. In my opinion, that's not normal. Something's up there. Something would go awry, and I would be looking into it real close on the first night. It's like, no. You don't go in there and sleep with this grown man, right? No. That's ridiculous. There's a hole there. There's a hole so there. Stephan. Well, they have it as Stephan, Stephan probably, but I'm going to call him Stephan. Anyway. Okay, so it's, well, you know what? Stephan can be spelled with a PH also. Woofy. Anyway. In interviews with detectives that night, she said she saw Madeline the night before. Did she? Did she see her the night before? Oh, yeah. It was normal for Sterns and Madeline to share a room on occasion. All righty. Investigators found inconsistency between Jenn's statement and surveillance video evidence. For example, her claims about Madeline being dropped off at school didn't line up with traffic and camera footage. Despite scrutiny, no charges have been filed against Jenn, and police have explicitly stated they do not plan to charge her. All right? So, the video cameras have proven that no, she hasn't been dropped off. Where's this mom? Where is this mom? Oh, I thought that My boyfriend dropped him off because I had a medical appointment, so I thought that he would drop her off, but I didn't see her the night before. But he said he dropped her off, so I believed her. Come on, you know what? Give me a break. What? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely insanity. All right. So here we go. Let's go into this a little bit further. So, Madeline, age 13, was reported missing on February 26, 2024, after failing to arrive at Hunter Creek's Middle School in Kissimmee, Florida. Her last known appearance, she was seen with Stephan Sterns, who said, we'll just call him Creepy Sterns, all right? Because the whole thing is creepy. Who said he dropped her off a little down the way from school. A claim later contradicted by video showing she never reached school. If you're going to commit a crime, like this, you better get your facts straight and know exactly how to lie, because this guy cannot lie. And as an extra bonus for today, I have a phone call that I want you guys to listen to from wonderful Creepy Sterns from the jail cell. Okay, so we're going to go into that too, but hang on just a minute. Let's finish this up. All right. Investigators allege that Sterns murdered Madeline early that morning, then moved her body. Evidence shows he was filmed dumping her backpack and school laptop in a dumpster, and later driving with her body in his vehicle. And where's Mom? Oh, she's at a medical doctor's appointment. Okay, whatever. On March 1st, her body was found in a wooded area in Osceola, or however you say that, Osceola County. The medical examiner ruled the cause of death was strangulation. Stern faces charges of first-degree murder, sexual battery, and possession of child sexual abuse material. Over 60 counts. Okay, over 60 counts of this material. Prosecutors are considering the death penalty. All right. So here's the summary. Jenn Soto, the mother, at home that morning after her appointment and unaware of disappearance, cooperative with investigators, not charged. Madeline Soto, murdered on February 26, 2024, body found March 1st, ruled strangulation caused under investigation. And Stephan, Creepy Sterns, mother's boyfriend, prime suspect in the murder and sexual abuse, arrested and charged. So, I wanted to see what old Jenn, I wanted to do a dive into old Jenny, right? Let's see what old Jenny's doing. What's her old past like? What did she do? Well, here's the most revealing details from Jenn Soto's police interview after Madeline's disappearance. Shared a bed, obviously, for 4 years. Jenn admitted that she, Madeline, and Creepy often shared a bed. She claimed that she didn't find it strange, and she was oblivious to everything for 4 years, despite this arrangement. All right. 4 years. 4 years, this man slept in the same bed with her daughter. And if she was 13 when she passed and it was 4 years, that means that Madeline started this at 9 years old. That's sick. That's sick. And mom, the protector, is where? For 4 years? Okay, so you were at a doctor's appointment the day she was supposed to have been dropped off at the school, right? You were at a doctor's. Where were you the other? Where were you the other 4 years, 364 days this man lived with you? Where were you? Where were you to protect Madeline? Just saying. The red flags were there. They were everywhere. All right. Continuing on. The detective skeptical of the insincerity as far as old Jenny girl. During the nearly 3-hour interview, a detective told her it seems like some of your emotions are not sincere. He added, I feel like some of your sadness is not real sadness. Jenn broke down and insisted, if I knew anything, I promise you I would tell you, and even offer to take a lie detector test. Okay, well, let's go there. Lie detector test is not very good, and it doesn't really show, it's not admissible in court ever, because some people can make their heart race by thinking about different things. It's not conclusive. All right. So they can't bring it into court. So everyone likes to always throw up, I'll take a lie detector test because I'm already upset. And you know what? You're going to blow this poor lie detector test is going to be smoking by the time you get done. All right. So that was a stupid remark. But anyway, so Jenny girl, called Sterns a master liar. Jenny told police that Stephan was a master liar, and she had wanted to believe he had nothing to do with Madeline's disappearance. Who's the master liar? Jenny, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. I really am. I'm really trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. But I would hope to think that someone who gave birth to a little girl is not this stupid. All right? Especially to have somebody like that in their home for 4 years. Anyway, carrying on. Acknowledged. He's been grooming and abusing my child. What? What did I hear you say? What did I hear you say? After detectives showed her photos of Madeline, he said, he's been grooming and abusing my child. Really? Really? Accepting this horrifying reality as evidence grew. Where were you, Jenny? 364 days. 3 years, 364 days. Where were you? Where were you? The flags were everywhere. Come on, you can't tell me there wasn't red flags for at least 3 years. I'll give you the 364 days, which is way too much to give you. But how about the 3 years? You can't tell me you didn't know that he did this. All right. Jenny initially claimed Creepy had dropped Madeline off at school, but later changed her story, stating she never saw her that morning. Surveillance and police say Madeline never actually reached school. So here's the thing. Let's do the summary here. Sleeping arrangements. Admitted the three shared a bed, and she felt nothing was off. Where, Jenny, did you graduate high school? Jenny, did you drop out of school in the 6th grade? Jenny, where did you work? Did you work? I hope you weren't a babysitter. That's all I got to say. All right. Denial versus reality. Claimed ignorance, then acknowledged acceptance of abuse. Emotional response. Detectives doubted her sincerity of her crying. Oh, well, I'm going to tell you. I would put on the waterworks too. But I mean, she's scared to death. She knows more than what she's saying, and she's scared. And yeah, she's crying because, oh my God, they're going to find out I'm involved. That's my personal opinion. Because I really have a hard time believing that somebody was this blind and this ignorant to what was going on around her. Okay. All right. So we're going to go into detectives analyze Jennifer Soto's statements in the Madeline Soto case. Have approached them with growing skepticism, especially of video evidence, tech forensics, and behavioral inconsistencies have contradicted her account. Here's how investigators broke down and scrutinized her interview. What Jenny said. She first claimed that creepy Sterns dropped Madeline off at school on February 26th. Later said she didn't see Madeline at all that morning. If you were a mother and you got up and you were getting ready to go to a doctor's appointment and you knew your daughter had to go to school, wouldn't you have made sure she was up and getting around and getting herself ready for school? How did you not see her? How did you not see her that morning? Are you that oblivious, Jenny? I mean, you know, Jenny. Okay. Okay, so surveillance video from the school and surrounding areas shows no evidence of Sterns dropping Madeline off, contradicting Jenny's story. School records showed Madeline never arrived and no one saw her that day. They noted that Jenny's account kept changing, especially about what she believed happened that morning. Jenny didn't really even know what happened that morning because Jenny's oblivious to everything, right? Jenny just came and went as she pleased and didn't watch her child at all. This is what I'm getting here, right? Did she just not care at all? Did she just not care at all? She gave birth to that child and didn't care at all? I have a hard time with all that. And if that's how it comes out, that's worse yet. All right. Concerning the living arrangement, when Jenn admitted she and Sterns and Madeline regularly shared a bed. Okay, well, we just do this. This is me and my boyfriend, and we're going to bring my daughter in here so she can sleep with us too. What? I mean, it's okay for the daughter to come in there and sleep with you and your boyfriend. I guess you and your boyfriend aren't going to do anything, or does it matter if Jenny, does it matter if your daughter's in there while you and your boyfriend engage in whatever you're going to? I'm just saying, Jenny, this is not painting a good picture for you. Okay. Sometimes Sterns and Madeline slept alone together when Jenn wasn't home. Jenn, where were you that you weren't home protecting your child? And did you know that Sterns and Madeline were sleeping alone together? Did you know? Apparently you did, because you said sometimes Stern and Madeline slept alone together, and you didn't question that at all. Not at all. Okay. I don't believe that, but okay. She described this is normal. Well, what world is that normal in? What world are you living in, Jenny, that it's normal for your daughter to sleep with your boyfriend alone? And what is normal about the three of you all piled up in the same bed together? What's normal about that? Okay? Don't use the word normal, because it's not normal. And insist And she insists she was oblivious to it. Well, apparently you're oblivious to a lot of things, because these weren't only red flags, they were red sirens going off in your home, and you just chose to ignore them. That's the way in my own personal opinion, I'm sorry. So red flags from law enforcement. They viewed this as grooming behavior. Investigators were stunned that Jenn didn't question it, especially after being told Madeline would sometimes snuggle with Sterns. Did Madeline have Stockholm Syndrome by this point? I mean, it's 4 years. And, oh my God. Let's just carry on. because Madeline would snuggle sometimes with Sterns. Yeah, well, we don't even need to cover that. That's just disgusting. That would have been, to me, that would have been another red flag. Why is my daughter 9 or 10 years old snuggling up all close and whatever, sleeping in the same bed alone with my boyfriend? This isn't her father. Anyway, carry on here. One detective told her, "You're telling me you didn't think this was weird? That this is not normal?" Oh no, she thought that was that was all right. It was okay. All right. Emotional responses stem to perform. What detectives observed. Jenn cried in the interview, but showed inconsistency in body language. One detective said, "You're crying without tears." They noted she would break down only when shown evidence, not when simply told her daughter was likely dead. Okay, she didn't cry or show any emotion when they said that she was likely dead, but when they showed the pictures, the brutal pictures, oh, then she cried. What? Get your emotions right here, Jenny. I would have been hysterical if someone would have told me my daughter was likely dead. I would have been hysterical. Any mother in their right mind would have been hysterical. Okay? She would have been just wigging out. So apparently the detectives felt that her grief appeared reactive, not natural. All right. She ignored warning signs. Evidence showed Jenny's own friends and family warned her that Sterns was creepy and around Madeline. So all your friends and family are telling you that creepy is acting a little weird around your daughter and they don't think it's right. And what you said, that's just the way he is. It's okay. He's not doing anything. Really? Friends and family? All right. Police say she may have known or suspected abuse for months or even years. Well, I would say she probably suspected all of that, and she just either didn't want to come out with it, or, I mean, there's some bottom line there somewhere. Maybe Jenny herself was essayed. I don't know, but the red flags were all over the place. When confronted with this, she eventually said, "He's been grooming and abusing my child." And you just figured that out? Just now? After it's all said and done? After 3-4 years, you just figured that out? She was willfully blind and possibly complicit by omission. Willfully blind. I think 3 years and so many months is Not blind, it's stupid. Sorry. That was my own opinion. Okay, Sterns' digital footprints versus Jenn's claims. Detectives recovered child sexual abuse material involving Madeline on Sterns' devices, much of it dated months before the murder. Involving Madeline. The dude recorded Madeline and what he did to her. Really? If I was Jenny, I would be so sick to my stomach that I was this stupid. And now her daughter's passed. How does that make you feel, Jenny? You were a real protector there, weren't you? Sorry, I'm being a little hard on Jenny, but I just find that the mother should be your protector. You gave life to that child, and I would walk through fiery coals for my kids. I mean, it took a lot to get them here. I'm going to tell you, it took a lot to get them here, and I'll be danged if anyone's going to hurt them while they're here. That's my personal opinion of myself. All right. All right. So Sterns had Googled how to dispose of a body days before Madeline disappeared. All right. This made Jenny's statement about being shocked seem less credible, especially since she acknowledged suspicious behavior going back years. So, I guess when I get done here, I want you guys to tell me if you think old Jenny is really this oblivious and this ignorant. Why Jenny hasn't been charged? This is what I wanted to know. Despite all this, detectives say no clear evidence links Jenn to the murder or abuse. Prosecutors may be threatening her as a bad witness or neglected parent, not as compliance. She remains under scrutiny, but not under arrest. Timeline. Summary and timeline. Timeline. Inconsistency and suspicious. Reactions. Emotional. Response appeared rehearsed and reactive. Living situation inappropriate and ignored major red flags. Statements contradicted by physical and digital evidence and risk of complicity, possibly neglect, but no direct criminal link yet. This is the official position of the law enforcement. Kissimmee Orange County Police, after reviewing video, interviews, and evidence, they announced on August 22nd, 2024, they do not plan to file charges against Jennifer Soto, as there are no criminal activities attributed to her in this case. Police Department spokeswoman clarified no charges are pending at this time, reinforcing that Jenn is not under investigation for criminal wrongdoing in this matter. And why no charges? No evidence of direct involvement in murder, abuse, or neglect has been found. Legal precedent indicates witness immunity or ongoing testimonial using many compliant bringing forward charges. But importantly, she hasn't been deemed guilty of anything in court. Police and prosecutors continue to monitor the investigation. Unless new facts emerge, Jenn remains a non-charged party. So, is child neglect, this was my question, isn't child neglect a crime under Florida law? Definition: child neglect, failure to provide a child with necessary care, supervision, and services essentially to their well-being, including protection from abuse or exploitation. Exploitation. There you go. Did 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 Jenny protect her? Did Jenny keep her away from the abuse? Did Jenny did Jenny let her get exploited? Is this not child neglect? All right, there's two levels. Neglect without great harm, third-degree felony. Neglect causing great bodily harm, permanent disability, and disfigurement, second-degree felony. Key elements: caregiver status, parent, guardian, or adult responsible for the child. The parent knew or should have known the child was at risk. Willful or negligence is in preventing harm. Failure to protect. Florida courts recognize that parents, caregivers may be charged for failure to intervene when a child is being abused or groomed, even by someone else. If a parent allows an unknown abuser, like a boyfriend, access to the child and fails to act despite warning signs, they may be faced with neglect or child endangerment charges. Well, so don't you think that, oh, Jenny falls under all of this? Wasn't there child neglect? Was she protecting her child? Did she watch the red flags? Or was she really just that ignorant? I'm with you, Iffy. I'm with you here. For sure. For sure. All right. So I want to play this jail call for you so you guys can get an idea of old creepy Sterns, and then we'll see what you think. We'll see what you think, because he's a creepy guy. Here we go. All right, let me go here and blow this up. And here we go, guys. Tell me if you can hear it. I hope you can.
Press 1 for English. Oprima el 2. The time is 2:01 p.m. If you believe that you are the victim of sexual or physical abuse, press star 9021. After this message, press 1 to place a call. Press 2 to enroll. Press 4 for the message system. Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. After the tone, please say United States of America.
United States of America.
You have 1 old message. To listen to your messages, please return to the main menu. Press 0 to make a prepaid collect call or speed dial call. Press 1 to make a debit call. Press 8 for calls within the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Please enter the area code, prefix, and number. To make an international call, please enter 011, the country code. Your account balance is $40.13. The cost of this.
Okay, real quick, I want to say real fast before we finish this. You know, I got to say, probably because of what I did for a living. You know, I was in optics. I was an optician for 37 years. And I'm telling you right now, the eyes are the window to the soul. Look at this man and tell me if this isn't the blankest look and the most empty person you have ever seen. I'm sorry, I had to bring that up because I did.
This call will be 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents For each additional minute, excluding taxes and other applicable fees, the time limit is 15 minutes.
Press 0 to continue or
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call will be recorded.
Sorry, guys. I guess his name really is Stephan.
Thank you for using IC
Sorry.
Solutions. You may begin
I'm just going to call him
speaking now.
Katty from now on.
Stephan,
Hey,
where the hell you been?
I've been trying to call. They've had us on lockdown so often. Every time I've asked them, we've been on a Code 5 lockdown.
Okay.
Which means I've been unable to call. I've been trying to call all weekend, too.
So you've been on lockdown all this time?
Off and on, yes. On the days that I've asked, we've happened to be on lockdown, which means either an incident has happened or they're just so understaffed that they have to lock everyone down. It's probably more to do with understaffing.
Okay. How you been?
Well, had the world's shittiest birthday present, so.
Yeah. And then you didn't call, so I'm assuming because of changes that they prevented you from calling?
No, they were actually moving me around a lot, shuffling back and forth, so I was having to get my phone privileges jockeyed back and forth, which takes a little while. And then, like I said, the days that I was asking, we happened to be on lockdown on those days. So it's just been inconvenient.
Okay.
Very inconvenient timing, and then we were on lockdown all weekend. I wanted to call my mom's birthday. I tried to call yesterday. I tried to call Saturday, and it was no go anytime. So, but I've been wanting to call. How have you been?
I'm trying to put this on speaker.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put this on speaker. Okay.
How have you been? Can you hear me?
Good. Can you hear us?
Yes. Is Mom there with you?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
What's that?
Stephan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Is Mom with you?
Hang on a second.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Stephan,
I
you can hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. That's on speaker.
Okay. Is Mom there?
Yes, Mom's with me now.
Okay. Happy birthday, belated birthday, Mom, and happy belated Mother's Day.
Hi, sweetheart. I was so hoping to hear from you. I'm so glad I'm hearing from you now.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't able to call you all weekend. They had us on lockdown, so no one was able to do anything.
Were you expecting these charges?
No.
The murder charge.
Oh, well, we know you're not.
Okay, so you got blindsided by that.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not true. I never would have wanted her gone for any reason, so, premeditated first degree is kind of a dick punch.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering if you had any updates or anything.
Nope, we haven't heard a thing. Just, speculation that she's been
Hiding
put in an institution and hiding in an institution.
at her lawyer's request.
Yeah.
I mean, are you cooperating with police about her participation in any of this stuff?
There's been no opportunity for me to cooperate with anything. As I understand, the police keep saying that I'm uncooperative, but they haven't asked me anything to cooperate with, so whatever that means.
So your attorney isn't approaching them and saying, my client would like to speak with you?
My attorneys are pretty much saying to keep my mouth shut until the trial starts.
Well, okay.
Okay. I don't know why they were going to wait till the trial, but that's their business, not mine.
They don't want anything to hurt my chances.
Yep, understand. Okay.
Hey, what was Joey's last name?
Beltry?
Yeah, Veltry.
Joey Beltry? Beltry?
Veltry.
Beltry or Beltry?
Veltry with a V. Like 6
V.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, yeah, it's basically, well, obviously there's concerns that they're artificially inflating everything up as high as they can possibly do it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Little sticks.
what the plan is there, if they're just trying to scare me into pleading down, or I don't know.
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're just trying to hurt me as much as possible.
Are you able to share the Saturday night before you left for Kissimmee? You were pretty upset about something. Did it have to do anything with Kissimmee and the events that took place the next couple of days?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just stressed out about money and job and everything like that.
Some woman got on a YouTube thing and said that you weren't even at the party.
Party?
Yeah, her birthday party.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I went up there Sunday evening and got there after she was done at her party.
They're not saying who
okay.
it is.
And we were very happy that I was there. We were very happy that the three of us were together. It was shaping up to be a great week and a great visit. You know, there's no reason for anything to happen that happened.
Is there some explanation of I came up Wednesday morning, met you at the hotel early in the morning, and is there some explanation why you left and went where you went?
I was driving around.
Okay. Understood you were driving around, but they know where you were driving around.
Yeah. Well,
and we know.
Okay. I had wanted to grab a few things and get my ducks in a row, kind of prepare myself for whatever was coming, but I couldn't find what I was looking for.
Okay.
And then I ended up just kind of driving around aimlessly.
Okay. Driving around.
I mean, you asked me to come up, and we hardly spent 35 minutes the entire time I was there throughout the entire day. And it's like, I wasn't sure why I was there, and then I was caught off guard by what happened later that afternoon, and obviously I haven't seen you since.
Yeah, well, I just felt like I needed an ally there.
Well, I wish you had come to me and talked to me about some stuff, and maybe we could have helped you out in some way, giving you some advice. But certainly, under the extenuating circumstances, what was later discovered obviously couldn't help you any further than what had already taken place. So, the most logical thing would be to have, face up to it and have a conversation with the appropriate authorities or get an attorney or something. But be that as it may.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got a copy of your birth certificate for Sheila Marino and for your case. We're trying to get hospital records from the TBI, but Sarasota Memorial says you were never a patient there, so that was ridiculous because we know you were.
Yeah. And were you able to find my Social Security card?
Yes.
Good. I presume it was probably in that mouse toy box with everything?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
It's in my,
No, I don't recall where it was, but it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't there, but.
I don't remember if you had confirmed or not. Were you able to find my watch?
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
So
there was no popcorn box.
Little silver mouse
we already
toy.
had your Social Security card, so why did you think we need I already knew your number. Why did you think we need to find the card?
just in case I was going to need it in the future.
Okay. Well, we have that.
How long I'm going to be here, or if or when I'll ever be released, or if you guys are going to be around at that point. But, birth certificate and Social Security card might be things I'll need in that case.
Well, the penalty for the crimes you have been charged with carry a minimum 40-year sentence. So obviously we're going to be gone. Rick will be gone. We'll all be gone. I mean, we're sad about that, obviously, because there won't be anybody here for you when you come out.
Yeah, and I'll be lucky if I have another 40 years left in me either, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess everything sticks.
I wish there was a way that, you and I can have a conversation, all of us could have a conversation to understand what's taken place, how this came about, how you arrived here, because it would help us better understand the situation, because we're at a loss for understanding how all this came about. I mean, we're just totally baffled.
Well, I didn't start it.
Oh, you didn't start it, but you participated in it, which is just as bad as not starting it, but that's for another day. Again, I don't know
details or anything, but, I mean, if you'd like to schedule a visit with me or something, maybe we can find some way to talk.
I don't know. I think we're always going to be recorded, so there won't be an opportunity to do that. Now, we have to make arrangements for you to sign off on a power of attorney so we can do something with this car.
Yeah.
And I would have to bring a document over. They won't even let me see you. I would just hand it to the classification officer. He would bring it in, you sign it, they would notarize it, give it back to me, and I would leave.
Okay. I think I just got the 1-minute warning.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna take that.
Give them whatever you need, and I'll sign whatever I need to sign. In the meantime, I'll try to call back in the next couple of days and we'll talk some more. If you wouldn't mind putting a little more money in my commissary as well.
All right, I can't do much stuff because we are really, when I say dead ass broke, I mean dead ass broke, but I'll do what I can.
Okay, I appreciate it.
That could change, but right now, for the next 30 days, we are definitely in lockdown.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, all right.
Maybe
I'll try to get over there within the week to get the POA taken care of.
Okay. There's a 15-minute cooldown before I can call back. I'll see if I can call back again. If not, I'll try to call back in the next couple of days.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay. All right. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
So tell me, what do you think? Does the dad sound a little disgusted? I think so. His parents sound like they're both disgusted. And when the dad makes the comment, right? When the dad made the comment and said, but you were participating in this, that makes you guilty. You shouldn't have been participating in this. It's going to be a good trial to watch, and we are going to start that on the 25th. I don't know if they will televise the jury selection on the 22nd, but if they do, we will cover that also. And then the very next day, we will get the Kohlberger sentencing, and we'll watch that. And then we'll start up on the 25th with Soto's trial. Now, a little bit of tidbits on old Diddy Doo. Itty bitty Diddy Doo. that juror, if you go back and you listen to the information that juror did that interview recently with CNN, the alternate juror that took all of the information, had 350 pages or whatever he said he wrote of information. During that interview, he says a few things that don't quite resonate right. Like, we as the jury were getting tired and hoping it was over in a hurry. If you weren't talking to the other jurors, how do you know how they were feeling? One of the things in that jury was they were not allowed to discuss the trial or anything with anyone outside or with another juror. So they weren't supposed to speak about it at all, and they were found speaking about it. What do I think? This may end up being that mistrial that I thought was going to happen, because if they find out there was juror tampering or any of that kind of stuff, they'll throw it out. The judge will throw that out. It'll all be over, and we'll start all over again. So that's something to take into consideration. Crazy, right? All of it's crazy. All of it's crazy. We're living in a crazy world. And all we can do is hold tight to God and know that, thank God, we're not in this horrible mess with these horrible people. That's all I got to say. Just don't get yourself involved with people that aren't quite right. Right? How do you feel? How do you guys feel? You tell me, how do you feel about the mom here? What do you think about old Jenny? Think Jenny should be brought up on charges? Should Jenny be brought up on child neglect? I mean, Jenny says she doesn't know anything about anything. She is innocent of all charges. She don't know anything. And if you caught in that phone call just now, did you notice? He said, Jenny, right now is in an institution and can't be talked to. How convenient, right? How convenient. Yeah, give her an award. Give her an award, because Jenny is the best mom of the year. She was all involved in this, and they're not going to bring charges. They better bring charges of at least neglect on her, because that guy was there for 4 years. And you can't tell me that you didn't know that he had all of this porn, and how sick Madeline was a part of that porn he had. He was recording her too. That's disgusting. It's disgusting, guys. Totally disgusting. So, in saying that, we got that coming up. Tomorrow's show, we are going to go into wonderful Jeffrey boy. Everyone heard the news that came out that there was no client list. I got some things I want to show you guys. I got some receipts I want to show you tomorrow. I followed the Epstein thing real close for a long time, and I'm going to show you a few things on that. And let's let you see and see what you think. All right? It's going to be a good show. All right, guys. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Yeah, because I have a few things I need to clip, Woofy, because I want it all brought out perfectly. I was too busy doing Soto here. But I got to go back and look up some stuff. I'm going to make you wait. Sorry, I'm going to make you wait. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. You're going to be surprised. We're going to do it. So I love you all. I want you all to have a great rest of your day. And we will be back here again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And we will go over Epstein. All right. Have a great day.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff.